What's going on YouTube? In this video we got another good play for y'all. This isn't necessarily a money play. This is more so of a play that's going to help you get you those yards that you need. If you want to jump ahead in the video and get to the play, and when we start talking about the play, there will be time codes down below. If you want to stick around to hear what I got to talk about, because I'm going to talk about a few things, go ahead and stick around for that. So one of the things I wanted to talk about was the online franchise and what's going on with that and what's going to be coming up for the future. So one of the things that I want to do, these guys, they have like this thing where they stream the game of the week. The people that are playing, they stream the game. Normally everybody streams every week. Whoever's the away team is kind of like a thing that they like to do. The away team has to stream, not has to, but they recommend it. So what I want to start doing is like streaming important games, or like the top, let's say an 8-8 team, 8-0 team plays against another 8-0 team. I'll stream that game so y'all can get a look, of the competition going on in this online franchise. I think it's really dope. Another thing, they're in the playoffs already. I didn't make the playoffs, obviously. My team was struggling, but what I want to do is stream like important games in the playoffs, and then I really want to stream the Super Bowl. So you, like I said, y'all can get a good look of competition that I'm going against, things like that. I think that'll be really dope. So that's one of the things I want to do in the future. And then next season, I'm gonna start streaming my important games, like my division games. I'm gonna stream them on YouTube. I don't think I'm gonna do the whole Twitch route. I do like Twitch more than YouTube when it comes to streaming, but I want to get more comfortable with YouTube. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. So y'all can get a better look of the games live. If you got questions for me, things like that as I'm playing, I think that's gonna be another dope thing we can do. So that's what's coming up in the future. Like I said, next season I'm gonna take it more serious and not so much focus on getting good footage, but more so focused on actually winning. Not saying I wasn't trying to win, because I was, but I would say I was messing up a lot because I was forcing things I normally wouldn't do if I was playing competitively. So that's one of the things that I want to do. That's going to be coming up in the future. So hopefully y'all looking forward to that. If so, let me know in the comments down below and let me know what y'all think about that. One more thing, I know I haven't uploaded in about 5 or 6 days. Work's been kicking my ass. If you don't know what I do, I'm a welder / diesel mechanic, and this past week I've been just drained. I haven't been able to really do much. On top of that, being a dad, so we got a lot of things. Eventually we'll get to the point where maybe we could just do straight up YouTube, and I think that'll be dope. I guarantee you I'll push out a lot more videos for y'all. So just wanted to update y'all on that and why I haven't uploaded in a while. But we're gonna get back to it. The weekends are my times to edit and do things like that. So we got some videos coming up for y'all. But with all that being said, let's jump to this play for y'all. This is out of the New England Patriots playbook. I've been mastering this playbook in different ways other than money plays. I've been, finding plays like this. I kind of been forced to finding plays like this because the competition and these guys understanding money plays and knowing how to blitz me and having a team that's not that great. So I have to find ways to, get downfield, trick them, make them think I'm doing this, but do that. But the scheme that I'm working with right now is out of the gun bunch. I'm really liking it. It's very effective, and I have gameplay. Like, don't get me wrong, these guys know how to adjust. They do figure out how to stop certain things, but they can't say that it hasn't worked on them a few times, because it really does work. Just the play that I'm going to show you in general, and then you can start mixing things here and there with it. So the play I'm talking about is the 5-1-8 hook, and you don't really necessarily have to use this play, but there's a certain type of route that's going to help you create so much space. And we'll get into the practice field and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and jump into the practice field. All right, first defense we're going to go against is going to be cover 3. Let's go ahead and set the play up. So what you're going to do is put B on a flat. You're going to put A on a crow route, put your running back Y on an option route, and then put X on a crow route as well. Now this is just a really good spacing play. Against cover 3 and cover 4, it's going to be really similar how RB opens up. It's going to be a little bit different for cover 2. But watch what happens against cover 3. This is going to be against cover 3. And like I said, it's going to be similar to cover 4. But RB is going to get open every single time right there in that little spot. Just the way the play is designed with B going out and then the tight end doing a crow route, it opens it up every single time. If you don't user that and try to stop it with your user, you're gonna get burned every time right there with that play. Every single time RB is gonna get open. I have footage of it working online against multiple opponents. This is a really good play to get you those extra yards that you need. If you're in a third down, a second and long, something like that, this play is really successful against zone coverage. One more time and then we'll go to cover 4. But every single time RB is going to get open right there. All right, this is going to be against cover 4. Same setup. Put B on a flat, put A on a curl route, put your running back Y on an option route, and put X on a curl route. RB is going to open up the same way. I recommend, you can throw a low pass. You don't have to. You can just throw a straight bullet. Just hold RB down. But there will be times you want to throw it to the inside shoulder if that linebacker, on the purple zone is playing you a little bit closer. Right now, I'm on the right side of the field. You can do this no matter where you are, whatever hash you're on. I do actually recommend this, doing it to the more open side of the field. But you can see that it works on both sides. Even if you're on the short side, it's still going to work. But I do recommend doing this on the more open side of the field. But either way, RB is going to be open. You really just have to throw a bullet pass. You can throw a low ball, like I said, or you can throw a lead to the inside. Just be aware of the linebackers. That the two linebackers you're going to worry about is the one playing the purple zone or safety, whatever they have, and then the linebacker that's right in front of the tight end A. Those are the guys you're going to want to watch, and that's kind of, you're going to change your passing up depending on those two guys. You might hit the tight end, you might hit the flat route, you might hit the running back on the option route. Just change it up if you have to. Like I said, some people do know how to adjust to shut down all the routes. It is going to take a lot to do, and then once they start focusing on that, because one way you are able to shut it down is if you put all your yellow zones, the hook zones, at like a 5, and it helps you take away everything underneath. And this is kind of an underneath type of pass. We'll do it one more time against cover 4, and then we'll move on to cover 2. But like I said, sometimes you do have to be a little bit patient for RB, but he will always open up and always get open right there. Let's go ahead and jump to cover 2. All right, this is going to be against cover 2. Now, cover 2, I'm going to say, does the best job. If they do what I told you about the hook zones, if they play them like at 5, because they got more zones out there around that area, they're able to contain it a little bit better. But I'm going to show you simply, if they don't do anything, or if they're not using the linebacker, the tight end will get open with the low ball like this right here. You can always do that. But normally, the user is going to be the middle linebacker, and probably his first person he goes to is going to be the tight end off rip. So I'm going to say cover 2 does do the best job of containing this type of pass. What you can always do different things with the running back as well. So like, you could put him in a 5 and in, and he will get open. It will be for short yardage, but look right there, they did really good at blocking. I was able to get 10 yards still. So you can do things like that. Now, I do have a cover 2 bomb that I don't want to show y'all yet, because I don't know if these guys watch the YouTube channel. I know a couple of them, they kind of put it out there that they seen a couple of the videos. I appreciate that. Shout out to y'all, especially if y'all subbed. That's dope. Appreciate that. So I'm not going to put the cover 2 bomb out just yet. I want to run it a couple times. I want to see if I'm going to be able to beat him with it, and after that I'll probably do like an add-on to this video to show you how to do the cover 2 bomb, because like I said, cover 2 does do the best at stopping this. You're mostly going to be going to like A and Y if you're trying to run the play like this. Obviously, if they're running cover 2, you can run different plays. You don't have to try to force this play, but a lot of times they're good at disguising. Is it cover 2 or is it cover 4? You won't know. But like I said, A will be open for the most part if they're not using her in the middle linebacker, and sometimes he will get open because they're focused on RB. Because RB against cover 3 and cover 4, RB is going to get open every single time. You have to manually go guard him, and the fact that you're going to go guard him, you're obviously going to probably use somebody in that zone, so that's going to open up A, B, and then the running back as well. But we'll run it one more time, and then we'll jump to man coverage. Like I said, normally my go-to against cover 2 will be A if they're not using her in the linebacker. But let's go ahead and jump into man coverage. All right, this is going to be against man coverage. Same setup. Put B on a flat, put A on a curl route, put your running back on a option route, and put X on a curl route. Now, a few things you're going to look for is if they're going to be playing the purple zones or they're flat at that specific range where X will do a curl route. These guys I went against, a lot of them were actually smart enough to do that when they're playing man coverage. That's actually how I lost against the Steelers. Like, I seen the guys see me throw the ball, and I just instantly knew I messed up, and I threw a pick, and I lost the game. So just be aware of things like that. Your best bets though are going to be X and A against man coverage. Let's go ahead and run it. You'll see what I'm talking about. Y'all already know how I feel about the crow route though. If you time it right, it doesn't matter what receiver you got going against what cornerback. It's going to work if you get the timing down. That's why you need a purple route to help, you know, stop the crow route specifically. Now, if they're putting that purple zone out there and they're just leaving manned up on I forgot to put everybody else, but you can just time A and he also will be open right there. And sometimes A is a better fit for you than X is. And actually, there was times where I caught the ball with A and I was able to turn upfield and get the touchdown because it was kind of open. But another thing you're going to want to do, let's say that they're putting 2 purple zones or 2 flats and they don't have anybody over the top. And I have footage of this where it happens. You start doing different things. So what I would do is actually put my tight end, because I know Darren Waller was a mismatch for linebackers on a streak, and he had no safeties over the top, and I was able to just bomb it over his head. Now, like I said, if there's no safeties over the top and you got somebody like Darren Waller, or you don't even need to do Darren Waller, like let's say Darren Waller, you know, has a decent guy guarding him, you could put RB on a streak. There's different things you got to do. Just pay attention to the mismatches, know who you're going against, and you will be able to create different things. Now, you can't do that if they're playing those zones over the top. You're not going to be able to burn them. So, you know, just pay attention to little things like that. And another thing, you could put RB on a 5 and out. That's also another good route against man coverage. It will get open. Sometimes you only get 3 yards. Sometimes you can break for 10 or a touchdown. You never know. But those are your safest routes against man coverage. If you run it like this, will be X. Oh, I cannot audible. What's going on here? Your safest routes are going to be X, A, and Y. RB can get open against man coverage. It does work sometimes, but there is times where it runs a little funny and I don't trust it. So your go-tos will be A, X, and then your running back, and then you can start mixing in different things. That's going to be it for this play though. I hope y'all enjoy it. For those of y'all that are in the league, that y'all came through the channel, I really do appreciate it, man. The lead is dope. I'm learning a lot of things playing against y'all. It's a lot of footage that I got that I want to upload, just don't have the time to, but eventually we'll get to there. Once again, just want to tell everybody thank you. That's gonna be it for the video though. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get it.